All right, Tom, we're live.
Awesome.
Day 18 of the Average Joe podcast, uploading 30 podcasts in 30 days. We've had your brother. We've had your cousin.
30 and 30.
30
Wow.
and 30, yeah. The fans, they've wanted you back. So
The fans have?
yeah,
Good.
we got a lot to recap. We got
Dude,
scars on our head.
Yeah, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears since our last visit together. Yeah, man. I guess I'll jump into that. So I'll show the camera my scar if it can see it. I'm not gonna go up close, but basically, could it catch it?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
wait, do it. Give it a little. Yeah, that's
Can you
a
see that?
gnarly scar there.
Yeah, it was horrible. I'll try to tell the public version of this story. Basically, somebody jumped on my back and I fell into a cabinet, and
A very attractive girl who was trying to take advantage of you jumped on your back, and then you fell into a cabinet.
no. Oh man.
Margot Robbie was at this party with Tom.
Yeah,
she
sure.
jumped on his back.
No. It was just a friend jumped on my back at a friend's house, and that's the whole story. But
But what kind of cabinet was like?
it was like a wood cabinet. It was
And
like
you just went head first.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. No, it was head first, right into the corner. My buddy comes inside and he's like, "Oh, I mean, he called the cop, or not cops. He just called
the
he
cops.
called he called 911 pretty quick. I was in the ambulance and I was just like worried I was gonna die because like it was like it was gushing.
what were they telling you? They like
The paramedics were like, we don't know. I was like, hey, like, am I gonna die? And I was hoping for that blind reassurance that I wasn't gonna die. But they're like, well, we can't tell yet. Which, like, you should never tell someone that.
You said, "Am I gonna die?" They said, we can't really tell yet.
Yeah, no, they're like, yeah, no, we don't know yet. We got to do a CT scan to make sure you don't have a depressed fracture because the skull could be cutting in on your brain or something.
Dude, just lie to me. Tell me it's gonna be okay.
Just tell me I'm gonna be fine.
Hold me like a baby.
Yeah, then
Cradle
my
me.
blood pressure spiked and they gave me out of it. It was a mess. So I got to the ER and then I was in the
So
waiting.
for a second there, you're like, "I'm dead."
Yeah, I was like,
This is how I
like,
die.
This is over. I told them that I wanted them to play Hardy at my funeral. The paramedics.
Which song?
I was pretty out of it. I have no idea.
Just all of them.
Yeah,
The whole disco.
I was pretty out of it. And then I get to the hospital. I'm like in the hallway, still bleeding out, and not bleeding out, but I'm bleeding pretty profusely. I end up in the trauma bay, and they're like, all of them are busy. So they're like, hey, here's one of our residents, and here's a medical student. They're gonna sew your head back together.
So they got like the C team out here.
Yeah, it was. So like I'm sitting there, and it's like a medical student and a resident, and like he's saying to the medical student, he's like, okay, maybe you should put this one here. And she's like, well, I don't know if that'll work. Let's try this. I'm like, this is my forehead, bro. Like, dude, like if they mess it up, I'm kind of screwed. So,
That is not what you want to hear. Like, should I put this here? Like, I don't know, man.
yeah. So did that.
Because it was Halloween night.
Yeah.
Oh, so they definitely got the C team.
Yeah.
I had to go to the hospital to get my toe stitch up 4th of July in Ohio.
What did you do to your toe?
Dude, it was such a dumb story. I was wearing flip-flops and Jack and I were like running up the stairs in a hotel and it was concrete and jagged. It just ripped my toe
man.
open. But yeah, you could just tell they had like the C team working 4th of July night.
Oh gosh. Yeah, dude, it's like that's literally what happened. And so yeah, I got discharged. I'm trying to think if anything else happened. It was all kind of a blur. I think they gave me a little bit of Botox or something too. I can't.
Is that why you look so young right
Yes,
now?
yeah, it's why I look so young and replenished. But yeah, then I went to the plastic surgeon 2 days later, and he opened it up to like restitch it, and saw that they didn't even stitch the muscles back together. So
he was confused.
he was like, "What happened? Like this isn't right." So he stitched me up. I'm pretty good. I'm going through like 3 rounds of micro needling right now.
"What does that mean? Like they just go in and just..."
Yeah, I think mainly they do it for people with like acne scars, but they do it with scars too, or like I don't even know. I'm gonna sound like an idiot trying to describe it, but it like basically spreads it out and something to do with
They
collagen.
literally needle it.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
they needling something in, or are they just making it so like your body...
I think they spread the scar tissue and allow it room for growth at the same time so that it comes back in, less colored. So
Is
it's
that
more
painful though?
No, it's not. It's not horrible. You like bleed a little bit. It's not as painful as when they were stitching me back up because they wanted to put me to sleep. The plastic surgeon wanted to put me to sleep to do it. And I was like, no, I'm gonna drive home. He's like, all right, we're gonna give you some lidocaine, but I'm not very good in lidocaine because I have red hair, which I guess makes you bad at pain
Dude,
meds.
also getting shot up with lidocaine on your forehead?
It hurts.
It hurt on my toe a
Yeah,
lot.
and so then like the lidocaine didn't even work, so they gave me 2 Tylenol and a stress ball, and so I was
just squeezing.
Dude, I was wincing. So, anyways, that's the medical story. Yeah, it was a good learning experience.
What did you learn?
I don't really know yet.
I don't know what the learning experience was. That just sucks that it happened.
Yeah, it sucked. And yeah, it was a crazy experience. I was concussed for a week, and so we were I was trying to work, and I just couldn't really work because I was so foggy. But we're back now. But I think that was my first ambulance ride. Still haven't gotten the bill. Yeah. So yeah, how have you been?
I've been good. Well, this month has been very busy with work, so that's kind of sucked. But I think the second half of December will be a bit better.
Yeah. Okay.
But other than that, I mean, I've been busy. I've been out doing 30 podcasts in 30 days, so I'm like attending to that every day.
30 and 30, like actually, like every day you're doing one?
So no, I pre-recorded some because there's some days like tomorrow I'm going to be working from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Wow.
Like I just don't have time. I mean, I could if I hypothetically like record a podcast in my car, but how interesting is that? So I started recording a few in November, but this will be episode 18, and it's the 8th. So I got a 10-day buffer. I've been working, but I'm still every day I gotta upload them. Yeah, and then also like clips or whatever if I have time. So
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's good. It's yeah, maybe one of them will pop. We'll see.
Hopefully,
if nothing else, it's been an experience.
Yeah, you started posting on TikTok. I saw the guinea pig story on there, and the dating
one of
in
ours
Nashville
has almost 100, or not ours, but one of the ones I posted has almost 100,000 views now with Maddie.
What's it based
I think it's the
on?
single dumbest clip I posted. It's literally Maddie. You know, Disco Lines, the DJ.
Oh, I saw that one where
Maddie goes, "I want to be a Disco Lines groupie." Dude, like 100+ comments, thousands of likes, 100,000 views. I'm like,
wow. So we can just say we want to be Disco Lines groupies, and hopefully it blows up. Dude,
why don't we say that?
Yeah,
Tom and I want to be Disco Lines groupies.
Can't confirm or deny. Yeah,
it is kind of a funny clip.
No,
like, what makes him so great? She's like, he's a dangerous man. I'm like, what does that mean?
He reposted it, right?
He did, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, maybe
his actual name is Thaddeus, which is kind of dope.
His actual name is Thaddeus. You going any concerts soon?
Yeah, I got a Mau P coming up at the end of this month.
Is that different from Dead Mouse?
Yeah, that is different.
Okay, I don't.
Some of them sound similar because there's also like Tate B, who I just saw. Then you got like Mau P.
Okay.
Mau P, he's from Amsterdam or the Netherlands, but he's more like tech house music. And I'm seeing Levity, which I don't know if we've talked about, but
maybe a little bit.
I feel like Levity you would like because they play more songs you would know, like rap songs or pop songs, and just mix in some little words with it. So it's like it's kind of nostalgic. It's a good vibe.
So like, what's the term for that when they mix in songs that people already know?
It would depend like how they mix it in.
Is it just called like a remix?
Well, yeah.
Okay,
but there's different genres that you could do. Like you could do a dubstep mix, you could do a bass mix. You could do.
I got roasted so hard in college because we were planning a party with our fraternity, and I was like, we should do a live band, and they're like, well, we should do a DJ, and I'm like, okay, if we do a DJ, then they better play sing along songs. They're like, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean? Yeah,
dude, that's kind of what I did though at the Hill. I get what you're saying, sing along, like songs people can sing along to.
Thank you. Yeah. And like they wanted to hear like the house club whatever, but but I was like that's not that weird.
You still play the instrument at all? I know you've been busy.
I do. Yeah, I try a little bit.
A little guitar action here and there.
A little guitar action. Yeah, I'm gonna when I move up to Iowa, I'm moving on Saturday. I'm just gonna bring my guitar and try to write as much as possible in my free time because like,
dude, I wish you kept that song up.
Back it up.
Yeah.
I might put it back up. I don't know. I mean, it was fun to play. It was fun to play for college crowds. We had like little pink koozies that said like,
and it's your song.
Yeah. I might cut a new one soon though, and like,
dude, please upload it.
It's a long story. It's a very long story. I like wrote one about this girl I dated a few years ago. You might remember her.
What was her name?
Her name was Katie. And then like, hopefully she doesn't listen to this. She probably won't.
Katie.
Yeah.
Catherine.
You post this one clip, it goes viral. No, yeah. She why
did the name Katie go viral?
I don't know. But I wrote it. All my friends like, dude, you should release it. I'm like, okay.
Wait, was it a song after you broke up or while you were together?
It was after we broke up. But it's like a good song. It's like if she listened to it, if she listened to it, I think she would like it. But,
what's the overall topic, if you can
disclose? It's crazy. It's not crazy. It's just like I don't know how to describe it. It's like basically talks about we broke up, she's with someone new, and I'm not saying that I want her again, but sometimes I think about us and what we could have been. So that's kind of the
bars,
dude, right?
Dude, that's actually good though.
Thanks,
I love that. I love those themes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I love those themes. Yeah, no, come write at some point if you ever want to write a song. But I don't know. I might release it, but also like I don't want to. Like,
do you have it recorded, or you just have?
I've got like a little like acoustic like track recorded. I haven't like mastered it.
Dude, even if you don't release it, send it to me. I want to listen.
Yeah, for sure. No, I definitely will. I don't know. The music's taking a hiatus for a bit, just because we talked about it last time. Just like you get so little sleep and.
Well, you've been really busy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, doing the whole political stuff, total 180 from like live music to politics. Yeah, I mean, we finished up one campaign and we're headed off to another, and it's kind of weird. I mean, I think about like I never thought I would live in Cedar Rapids, and I feel like it's like one of those mindsets that you have to get into. Like, okay, I'm gonna be here. I don't really know anybody. The weather's not gonna be the best for the first couple of months, like -15 or something.
Oh,
and yeah, so it's like
-15.
Yeah, and so
what do you do?
I know, I don't know. I guess just chill inside. Like, no, it'll be fun. But it's just a totally different world, and like since I don't know anybody, it's like okay, like yes, I got to take this year and lock in and just.
So is it a year that you're locked in for?
Yeah, until Election Day 26. So
crazy, man.
November.
Tom's leaving in. What, 5 days?
Yeah, I'm leaving on December 13th, 2025.
5 days, yeah.
And I don't get back. I mean, I'll visit.
Yeah. You're trapped in it.
and I will not return.
They found Tom's warrant. He's going back to Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, no, for real, yeah. And then I get back on, probably the second week of November. I'll probably spend a week wrapping up after Election Day, and then who knows what'll happen. But yeah, man, it's crazy. And Iowa has 99 counties, so I'll be.
Dude, what's up with that? Tennessee has 95.
Yeah.
Like why? Yeah. Why do California has less counties?
Does it actually?
Yeah, it's like 40.
Oh yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, it'll be an experience, and it's cool. It's near Chicago, which you're very welcome to come with me to Chicago for St. Patty's Day. I want to get an Airbnb and do that because they dye the river green, right?
Yeah, I think it's that and Boston, right? Are like the two biggest celebrations in the U.S.
Yeah, I love St. Patty's Day. It's like my favorite thing ever.
It's my favorite holiday.
Yeah, it's great.
No, it really
Everyone's
is.
just in a really good mood.
Yeah. New Year's Eve, least favorite.
Oh, dude, that's always a letdown. Have you ever had a good I've never had a good New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I've had like an okay New Year's Eve.
Really?
I think.
I'm trying to think of my favorite New Year's Eve. I mean, probably.
Well, my family's first Europe trip. Actually, when Summer and her family were there too. Like we spent New Year's in Italy. That was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. There's like one New Year's Eve. I don't know how much I want to disclose. Yeah, I mean, we had a New Year's Eve in Bonaire, which is like an island, right outside, right off the coast of Colombia or something. Is Colombia a coastal country? Okay, yeah, off the coast of Colombia. You can tell my brain's a little fried. And that was super fun. Because we just kind of like bar hopped and like it's like with people from the Netherlands and like.
Yeah, dude, the Netherlands, they own like a weird amount of territories in the Caribbean.
And the Dutch, they stay up to like 7 a.m. So like I don't.
Yeah, one of I feel like they always say colleagues, but one of the fellow students in my master's program. She lives in Amsterdam, but she's a nurse, and she went and worked in Bonaire for years.
Oh, really?
During COVID, she was in Bonaire.
Wow.
Because it's a Netherlands territory. And she has some crazy stories because it's just like a way different healthcare experience. And for really complex cases, they had to transport people.
Oh, really?
Back to Amsterdam.
Oh, man.
To go to like the general hospital. So
that is tough. Yeah, no, man, it's a cool place. I love Bonaire. I mean, there are some wild stories there from like the week that we were there. Just totally. Yeah, it's awesome. I don't know. Most New Year's Eves though, I like wake up. I'm like, okay, that was a horrible night.
Yeah.
Like worst holiday. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just like
have you had any?
The year already sucks.
Yeah,
it hasn't even started.
Have you ever had any bad New Year's Eve stories?
Yeah, but I don't know, like I feel like AK and I really do think we have an amazing relationship and we rarely fight.
Yeah.
Like a few fights I can count on or remember have been New Year's Eve.
Really?
Just over like dumb stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fair. I mean, I feel like the biggest part about it is it's a build up all to one moment. It's like the build up to midnight, and you have the countdown, and then if you're in a relationship, you kiss someone, or if you're not, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But then after that, you're like, what do I do now? Like everyone's ready to go home, everyone's tired, everyone's been partying. The pictures don't turn out that good because everyone's like, going crazy. So yeah, I don't know. St. Patty's is favorite. New Year's Eve is least favorite. I'd say like my oddball favorite holiday would probably be something like
4th of July is usually a
4th
pretty
of
good
July
one.
is awesome. I like all those random ones where if you realize that you have the day off for like
You're like MLK Day, let's
like,
go.
Yeah,
baby.
it's like that, like Flag Day. I love Flag Day. You like wake up, oh, it's Monday. I don't have work. I don't have to do anything. That's why
you get even like the extra government holidays.
Yeah, no. Well, it's like funny because like now I get it. Like working all the time when you have a random holiday. Now I know why our teachers always they're like, oh, what are we doing in 3 weeks? Well, that Monday's Flag Day. Like they had it locked in because they knew that they had work off. Yeah,
yeah, dude, it's nice. You're like, just one extra day to
one extra day to get it together.
I need this. This is random, but I've had this. I don't know who this person is, but she's been commenting on my videos since like episode 5, and she keeps asking for a story about a wedgie.
About a wedgie,
dude. She's commented on probably like 20 of my podcast saying, "Do the wedgie story. Do the wedgie story. Where's the wedgie story?"
Do you have a wedgie story?
No, I don't. I was like, I don't think I've ever had or given a wedgie.
No, I feel like that's only in like movies from the 90s.
So you don't have one either.
No, I mean not like
I'm gonna have to keep her going for another episode.
Not like intentional wedgies. I mean, like when like you're on like a zip line or something. Like I've had that happen.
It's not the best story of your shit.
No, I mean,
dude, I did the Stratosphere in Las Vegas, that like giant building with the sphere at the top.
Yeah,
I think I was 13. I like lied about my age to say I was 14 to do it. But dude, that thing hugged you tight.
Yeah, that's your wedgie story.
There's a picture of me with it. It's like.
That's your wedgie story. Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Because you go you free fall straight down and then it kind of slows you down. I guess yeah.
That's horrifying.
Well, it wasn't.
Are you not afraid of heights?
I'm really not, no.
Wow.
You?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Did I do the Tough Mudder before or after we talked?
We were talking about it before you did it.
Okay,
How'd that go?
It was good. I was gonna say there's like one thing that's like I guess 40 feet's not that high, but for me it's really high.
I mean, dude, standing up over 40 feet is pretty high.
Yeah. So there's like this mountain. It's like this net mountain that you climb over, and it's 40 feet tall, and you like have to climb up it and like go like climb over it to climb to the other side and climb down. I'm like terribly afraid of heights. Like I literally freeze.
Like you just start shaking.
Yes, but like I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Like I wanted to get through every single obstacle. There's only one I didn't do, and not because I couldn't do it, just because I was getting super pissed off. So and I'll explain that in a second too. But yeah, man, it was so high up, and I had my shirt hanging on my shoulder, and like right when I was climbing over the top, my shirt like fell down, and you could see it like gliding down onto the ground, and that was scary. But the one that I didn't like, that I like was like, all right, I'm not doing this. Was this thing called like Everest, where it's this probably 15 feet sloped wall, and it's just super slippery and muddy, and people are supposed to like climb onto each other and like create like human pyramids to get to the top.
Yeah, it's like World War Z, all the zombies come and they like climb over the wall.
No, that's literally what it was. And like I don't know what they were thinking that all these people like hyped up on adrenaline and energy drinks were gonna do like working together to do this thing. Like we were at the base and people kept like stepping on our shoulders and kicking our heads and stuff. Like one guy like
dude, I'd be pissed.
One guy stepped on my crotch. I'm like, dude, hey, and he's like, hey, you just gotta do it, man, and just like climbed up. I was like, okay, I'm done with that. But yeah, man, it was fun. There are some funny videos from that day. Glad I did it. I'd do it again if you ever wanted to do it,
dude. I wouldn't be opposed at all. That feels like kind of up my alley.
Yeah, I mean, it's cooler. It's cooler to do with people that right? So like I like did it with a couple people. I'm sure groups of like 10 it's cool, but you always have to like keep up with each other.
Dude, I'm so competitive though. I'd like
really.
Yeah, even if we said we were gonna be friendly, I'd have to try to go faster than
Really?
you and whoever's in our group.
It's so funny.
I know, dude. It's a problem, honestly.
Yeah. Well, there's this one.
I just
there's this one thing called like the bear net that you have to like crawl through. It's super heavy. I got like stuck in it. I like couldn't move, and so Hank had to come back in and
terrible.
Like, yeah, it was fine. Anyways, it was
Or do
great.
you work as a team, or is your score individual?
I mean, you like work. You like don't have a score. It's like basically if you finish it, you get a medal. Like everyone participates.
You don't get like a best time.
No. Well, I guess you could time yourself, and I'm sure there are like
they don't even
variations.
time you. They're just like finish it.
Yeah, and like
maybe I wouldn't be too competitive then.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
If they timed it at all, I'd
I'd
be like, I have to win.
No, I get it. I used to think I'd be competitive about that until I realized just how horrible I am at running. Because I did the hot chocolate run. It's like a 5K, just very.
I think
did we talk about that?
I think we did.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was on the podcast.
Yeah. And anyways, I got my participatory. Is it participatory? Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Participatory.
I got my participation medal, and that was good. But yeah, man. I mean, I'll do it again. I want to do the Spartan race, which I think is a little more like physically grueling.
I think Brock did that one.
Really? Okay. Yeah, that one sounds.
It's kind of
great.
like a Tough Mudder, but just a bit more.
Yeah, I think so. It's like a Tough Mudder, but I think it's more strength and endurance based. Like some of the Tough Mudders, like you have to like crawl under a cage with 2 inches of breathing room. So I think a lot of the Tough Mudders like mental. Getting past that, I think the Spartan race is a lot more physical, and pushing through. So I'd like to do that. We'll see. Once again, I won't have tons to do in my free time for the next 11 months or so, just because I'll be working so much.
These 11 months.
I'm gonna be working, meeting people. I mean, the people I met there are great so far, but I'm gonna be working, meeting people, and working out. I mean, hopefully I'll come back like ripped.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
the scar on your head.
Ripped with the scar. Hopefully the scar's got
Katie's gonna wish she still had this.
No. Yeah. No,
maybe some songs out.
Maybe, man. I would love that. But yeah. Are you ever going back into? I know I asked you last time, but do you have any DJ gigs lined up?
I actually don't. I've been doing some videos for fun. Like I did my top 10 songs of all time and a top 10 Mac Miller. And sometimes I'll just mess with it.
Sure.
But I don't know. I've been busy with other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a lot of work to do that. And
yeah,
I'm not super motivated, I guess, I feel like I like going to bed early.
Me too, man. It's so crazy. Like when you're younger, like, I don't know if you ever had aspirations when you were like 19 to like be a DJ. Like I had aspirations to be like a country singer.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you like fall into this idea of stability and like making, good solid money for yourself and getting to bed on time and all that. And I think,
I mean, I can't lie though. The dreams there a little bit like, because it was just, and I'm sure you felt this way too in the band. It was just so fun in college when you had, like, I mean, this may sound cringy or cliche, but like the crowd in the palm of your hand, like everyone's just having a good time,
Oh,
and
man.
You're having a good time with them.
It's
and
a
like,
giant ego boost for sure. Too.
Huge.
It's like adrenaline and ego, and you're like, wow, like I'm the party right now. Like it's
like
cool.
How fun is it to just see people having fun to something you're curating?
I know. Yeah. No, I mean that's also why I feel like some of these celebrities have just these giant egos. Like John Mulaney does a bit on Mick Jagger. He's like, yeah, like he's been in arenas and stadiums for 50 years with people cheering him on like a god. Like, of course, he's probably
he's gonna be all
arrogant.
humble.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah, if you're super humble at that level of fame, you're an exception. Dude, like you gotta actively try.
You have to. Yeah, I don't even get it. I mean, and I don't know. Like some people who have tried to be humble have actually been like the worst. Like Zach Bryan, I feel like tried to always be really humble, or at least he tried to act like he was humble, and like he's just not a very well liked person.
You gotta embrace the cockiness sometimes.
Yeah, man. I feel like someone who does it well. Actually, I don't know anyone. Who do you think does it well? Who do you think handles fame well?
I mean, like John Cena just seems like a good dude.
John, that came off so quick.
He recently had a Joe Rogan, but I feel like he's just a well-liked guy, He's not that controversial.
Yeah.
Like he's good at what he does.
Yeah.
And I don't even like him as an actor that much, but I think he is a good actor.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's weird watching. Like, I've known a couple of people who haven't gotten like super, super famous, but a couple people who have like gotten a little more name recognition, and it's like it's interesting seeing how other people treat those people once those people are famous or successful or something.
Well, and then that probably just reinforces how they behave and treat, like, even if you try to stay the same, but everyone's treating you different, you're
Yeah,
gonna act
man.
different.
Like, it's like, I couldn't imagine being Morgan Wallen and like every day walking around in public and all these people recognize me and all this stuff and everyone's looking at me a certain way and treating me a certain way, and then going to like a random country, for instance, and like nobody recognizes me. Like, that would throw me off if I'm like, wait, why aren't I important here?
Do you
Like,
think you'd start feeling bad? You're like,
yeah,
really? No one knows who I am? What is
yeah,
this? You guys,
yeah,
you guys
man.
don't get this music in Honduras? What are we?
Yeah, no, seriously. Oh, yeah. I can't get into that story, but
dude, I didn't even mean it. I said that like subconsciously, but
that's so funny.
We're not going to talk about Honduras on this episode.
No, we are not. Maybe that'll be a different one. But yeah, man, no, it's been good. Just finishing up work in politics. Might still do music. Might not.
I think it's good to have a little creative side project. Something to just, get your mind off of the normal stuff you do all day.
100%. Well, I kind of want to write a book about the campaign that I was just on, just because it was like a special election. It was like 6 months,
Dude, that would be awesome.
Right? I mean, it's like literally I wasn't doing...
That would be really cool to write even if you kept it short and just like pretty concise to the...
Yeah, man, like even just like 6 chapters, like 1 chapter per month, because it was like...
That would be a cool format.
Right? Yeah. Well, I got pizza with this guy like 6 something months ago, and
6-7 months ago.
Yeah, like something like yeah. Nice plug there. Boo. Yeah. No, man, I got pizza with this guy. He's like, I'm thinking about running for Congress, and like we didn't have didn't have a campaign set up or anything, and he didn't have any name ID, and then 6.5 months later, he's a member of Congress, and it's just like it's crazy. So I want to write that book because, I mean, there's just so much that happens. So,
what are you able to, or do you want to talk about it, or able to share? Like that experience.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that I can. I mean, obviously I can't talk about stuff that like you like. It's just like more internal stuff, I guess, just out of respect for privacy for people. But I mean, I think the coolest part is I worked for a really good person. I really respect him as a person. He actually called me. He called me a couple hours ago, and I'm not even working for him now because I'm starting this new job. But I think that was the coolest part. Is like regardless of what people's opinions are, in politics, getting to work for somebody who you respect as a human being is really cool, and becoming friends with them and watching them become successful and them doing it in a way with integrity. I think that's really awesome because in politics you see so often that maybe people might not be like that.
Well, I think it goes back to what we're talking to about how people, power, I guess, gets weird, and when you get like fame, you can substitute for the word power.
Yeah,
and
true.
People treat you differently. It's easy to start treating other people differently too.
Yeah, true. And I have a lot of confidence that he's gonna keep himself and who he is and his values, which is great. But
yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, but you do see that, and you see some politicians up in DC who have probably been there for like decades who might not be as in touch anymore. But I feel like that's like anything like. Anytime that you're treated a certain way for so long, it's just it's going to change you.
Well, I think another thing I think about a lot too. I think people often in positions like that, like positions of power, and you could even say like your supervisor's supervisor and their supervisor, or these politicians with a lot of power, they're so disconnected from the realities of the people in general that they're actually supposed to be advocating for. And it's the same with people in academic circles, like professors. They teach all these ideas.
Yeah.
But it's way different in the real world. And people, it's very easy to get disconnected from how people actually are and what they actually do. I mean, I'm sure you've seen clips of politicians. They'll be like, something silly, like, how much do you pay on groceries? And they like obviously don't buy their own groceries. They give some like weird random number.
Yeah, there have been people, like that. Not people that I've worked with, but yeah, man, it's just interesting. I mean, I think the best thing that people can do in power, regardless whether they're a politician or a musician or a famous author or whatever, is go back to their homes and go back to their roots and like kind of see where they started, see where they came from, so they can stay humble. And I feel like sometimes people's best selves come also through occasional adversity, like
perhaps everyone's best self.
You're right. Yeah. So I think regardless of what your position is or what your stature is, always to try to challenge yourself. So Yeah, no, but it was a cool experience. I would love to write a book on it just because there's so many stories that we could pack into those 6 months. Like
Yeah.
it was really cool, for instance, to meet Kid Rock. Like that, that was awesome. Really, really awesome guy. We filmed a video with the guy who played the bad guy sensei in Karate Kid. I don't know if you've seen the original one, the guy that's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
sweep the leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we hung out with him and got a video cut, and yeah, and it was just also cool, just all those little moments where each thing happened to where we got closer and closer to actually winning it, and we're like, wow, like this is going so well. And there were parts when we were also feeling challenged too. So I would love to write that. Maybe I will.
Be awesome.
I would just have to run it by like 20 people to make sure I got no facts wrong or anything. So yeah, man. But it was
That'd
great.
be a really cool endeavor.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to read it. It also made me think, feel like I've been talking a few times on the podcast, but one of my dad's favorite sayings, he says, necessity breeds competence.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys were placed in a position where you have this short time frame, and it's amazing how much you can get done and how you just you're forced to figure it out.
Yeah.
And like you guys probably had a level of productivity that wouldn't even be possible had you had years to plan,
Dude, Yeah. No, it's
like
crazy.
to pack that much in such a short time. It like pushing you creatively that's really cool.
Yeah, no, have you ever done that where like you've like built like a cabinet or something and you're just like so focused, like, all right, I'm just gonna finish it, and like you're just locked in, or like a runner's high or something like that. That's how the 6
Like you
months
get
felt.
lost in time.
Yeah, it was just like a runner's high,
like-
and it's like we couldn't stop, because like if we stopped, then we would veer off course. And so
But I think that is like that's what leads to just the greatest output, and just it's cool to like push yourself like that.
And then when you can learn to do it, you can apply it to like your next thing too, which is why I'm really excited for this new job, because I just learned so much, and now I have a little bit more of a runway because this is a regular election. So
what do you think you learned the most, or would be the most valuable lessons you took personally from this past 6 months?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. I think number one, when you find yourself in a position where you're working with a lot of people who are way more experienced, because like there were a lot of like a lot of people that we talked to, a lot of advice that we were given, and some of like the meetings that we had, like I was intimidated, like the imposter syndrome, like like where you're sitting in there and like I'm like, man, I feel like I'm not qualified to be here. Instead of being intimidated by that, lean into it and be like, okay, there's a lot that I can learn from these people, and obviously there's a reason why I have a seat at this table. And so I think that's number one. Replace that feeling of intimidation by a feeling of like,
dude, that's a really good insight. That because I feel that way too. Like sometimes at my job, I'm testifying in court.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, this is insane.
Oh,
like
man.
who allowed me to be here? But, but yeah, you're right. Like framing it as, I am here, and like everyone started here. Even if I don't have a ton of experience, I do have things to contribute. And when I'm around people who know more, it's good to learn from them. I really like that framework.
Yeah, no, yeah. And so that was a big thing. That's something I'll take forward. The second thing that I think is really important too is like, when you're working so hard and you're moving so fast, you're prone to make mistakes. And the biggest thing is don't dread on those. Just be like, all right, I messed up. Cool. Time to move on.
Learn from it.
It's like, all right, I learned from it. As soon as you make the mistake and you realize the mistake and it's corrected, just leave that in the past and carry on the lesson forward, because that's how you can be productive. If you beat yourself up, it's like, I think that the biggest issue with so many people is their level of confidence in themselves. If everyone had confidence in themselves and their abilities that they're given, I feel like they would, if you mix it in with discipline, then they're able to succeed. I think a lot of people are afraid to find their edge and find like, okay, what am I really good at? What can I do to contribute?
I got a deeper question, but I want you to finish this train too.
Yeah, no, and I feel like failing to find that edge, or not wanting to find it or identify it because you're worried that you're going to fail, I think that sets a lot of people back. I think don't be afraid to fail. And if you fail, learn from it so you can succeed. Don't.
Austin, I had on the podcast, he had said this, and I don't know why I've never heard this, even though it sounds so simple, but he was like, progress over perfection.
Yeah.
Like, just do it.
Yeah.
You don't need to try to be perfect. You don't need to beat yourself up when you fail. Just keep going.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Sorry. What's your deeper question?
So you said, discipline mixed with being confident in your abilities. Everyone can succeed. And I've been thinking about this for my master's thesis, this idea of success, and I want to explore it a bit more. But what does being successful mean to you?
That's a good one.
Because it's very, I mean, that's a very individual thing. Like, some people may be perfectly content, working like a labor job. And that's what they like to do, and they're good at it. Some people may want to do more creative stuff. So I think there's just a level of variance in what success could mean. But
oh man,
what does it mean, Mr. Tom Marcum?
Oh man, I could get really deep on what I feel like.
Katie, come back.
No, she's gonna somehow find this. No. I think that if you, in a very simplified way, success is if you wake up knowing what your purpose is, at least for the day, what you're going to get done, how you can contribute to society and to the world and to everyone that you love, or whatever you feel like your mission is for the day, to where when you lay in bed at night, it was a successful day. I mean, I see wins in a healthy way to look at wins is, okay, did I win today? Did I win today? Because then if you look back, if every day was a win for the past 30 days, and you've had a really good month, and I feel like it's all going towards the same goal if you know what your purpose is. Like I feel like in a large way, my purpose is it's twofold. I mean, one, it's to, be a great husband, father, and have a great family one day. And the second part, which ties into that, is be really good at my job to be able to support my family. And that job is to put people who I respect in positions, of power in government, because I feel like people with integrity are the people who should be making these decisions. And so by doing that and focusing on family and what I want for my wife and kids one day and tying that in, I spend every day waking up, okay, what's my mission for today? And when I go to bed tonight, do I feel like I've, been successful? So I don't see success as
what
like
an insanely incredible answer, Tom.
Oh,
That's
thanks.
Seriously, like you got it. Like I feel like sometimes I get all over the place, and I'm sure a lot of people do too, but you have a very clear
Thanks. So I try.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's not without a lot of
it's
a lot of work, but
it's definitely because so many people are like, if somebody defines success by when I finally have $1 million in the bank, or and I have 3 vacation homes, but then you notice that people who use those as milestones for success, they always want more, and they're never truly happy. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like everyone's got a different answer, and everyone probably has a lot of
But I think that's a really good point. Is you can't tie it to, like, when I have this $1 million, or when I go on this Europe trip, or when most of your life is your daily experiences.
Yeah.
And waking up, and so Benjamin Franklin, do you know his morning or his daily routine?
No.
It is actually so similar to what you just said. He woke up every morning and he said, what good can I do today? And then every night he journaled, what good have I done today? And it's the exact same concept, and obviously one of the most brilliant minds ever. But yeah, it's true. Like, it's not these big moments in life that are life. It's the every day. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we working towards? Where are we giving our attention to? So yeah, that's a good way to put it, man.
Well, it's cool because I actually learned that from the guy I just worked for. We'd be talking at the end of the day, and he's like, look, let's just take each day. Let's win each day. And when we focus less on the big picture of it all and focus, we have to win this entire 6 months, and we focused on the days, they'll add it up, and at the end of it, we won it all.
Yeah.
And so that's
Well, and as amazing, I'm sure, as that feeling was, that feeling doesn't come without you working your ass off for 6 months, and this whole journey, and what you learned is from the journey, not the one big win at the end. It's cool that it culminated in that, but at that point it was just a byproduct of everything you've done every day for an extended period of time.
Yeah, man, it's about the journey and not the destination, right?
Yep.
Yeah. This is a nice deep philosophical cast here.
Dude, it's helpful though, I think, to hear other people's perspectives and how kind of clear of even if it doesn't feel like it, I thought you articulated it very clearly.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
How your framework.
Well, usually when the podcast mic's in front of me, it feels like I'm just word vomiting, and then I'll listen back. I'm like, oh yeah, that did make sense.
I know, it's so weird. Sometimes Jack and I will talk about the most random things, and I'll listen back. I'm like, it kind of made a lot more sense than I thought.
Yeah. No, because you're just kind of in the moment.
But did you have any other lessons or things you want to talk about from these 6 months?
Man, I mean, I would say just persist through failure. Take each day as a win. surround yourself with people that lift you up. Like we did a very good job of, we had a really good team where, we were lifting each other up. I feel like that's really good. Cause like you see some teams in some workplaces where they lead by fear. Like I have seen workplaces where people have been like, oh, if you don't get this right, then you're fired. And like, that to me is really tough. I feel like as a leader, I'm always going to want to hold people up. So I'll actually kind of hit you with something else that I
Please.
picked up from church, which was helpful, which was really helpful for me to kind of take a step back. You can spend your whole life, and tell me if I told you this last time,
I don't think so.
you can spend your whole life climbing a ladder to realize it's against the wrong wall.
Mm.
And so the only way that you can actually, be successful in your ambitions is to hold the ladder for other people, so that you're always the foundational base and you're able to help people up and you're able to direct them. So that is, I guess, the last part was on, surrounding yourself with good people, be a good leader and a good mentor. Like, this was my first time I've ever had people who kind of reported to me. And, just sitting and talking to them on the phone about, whatever they're going through, or what they need from you. Always look back on, okay, like, one time I was in their position, and I started too at this point. And so it's surrounding yourself with good people and being the leader that you always wanted for yourself. So that's pretty much.
I know we haven't talked a ton about my master's, but there's actually a lot of evidence to back up what you just said. And so my whole master's program is about complex systems and supporting people, understanding them. I mean, it's about safety critical, complex, socio-technical industries. I'm just spitting out a bunch of buzzwords.
Yeah.
Basically, what it boils down to is people, even sometimes we label it, people don't go to work to do a bad job. Yeah. Maybe not everyone's the most go-getter, like get after it. Like, you work in child welfare. You're not working the job because you want children to be abused.
Right, yeah.
You work in politics. You're not working for this campaign hoping that the person loses.
Right.
Or if you are, it's like sabotage, and that's illegal, and you're crossing ethical boundaries, right?
Right.
But most people aren't. So and it goes back to what I'm saying, we often get disconnected when we get in leadership roles and you're not actually doing the work. Even if you had done the work, it's easy to get disconnected. So when someone makes a mistake, in hindsight, what you want is an environment where people feel safe to share information, explain why it made sense. And if it made sense to them, it may very well make sense to others. And if you create a culture of fear where you're going to get fired for making a mistake, there's not going to be less mistakes.
Yeah.
There's just going to be less discussions about the mistakes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. You have to have open communication. I mean,
that's really is like, it really is the difference. Like, they have, in some healthcare industries, they have 3 strike rules for nurses that they can report 2 med errors, but the third one, they get like a financial penalty or something.
Sure.
No one reports 3 med errors.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that they don't happen.
Yeah.
You just don't want to get the penalty.
Yeah.
So everyone has to report it,
That's a really good
it's
point.
Like, people don't think about these, and especially in complex fields like yours is. Like, it's you're working with people. It's not super clear. It's not like you guys are all, focused on the same task. You're managing a bunch of stuff. So trying to understand these people's perspectives and saying, how can I best support you, instead of, you idiot, you should have done this, you should have done that. How, even though that seems to be our natural inclination when things go wrong, is to blame people and default to that. It's just not useful if your goal is to work towards the goal that you're going for.
Yeah.
And that is my spiel: human factors and system safety.
Love it, man. No, it's great. No, that's fantastic. No, have
and
you
it's
ever...
just a better way to treat people.
Oh, 100%. You have to treat people. I mean, this is your team. Like, you want all of you to succeed. I was with a friend. I forgot how she quoted it exactly. You might know the quote, but like, a rising tide carries all boats. You want to be able to contribute to the team because you want everyone to succeed.
Yeah.
If one person fails, or you make one person feel like they're failing, you're probably going to fail.
Yep.
So have you ever had a job that you didn't like?
Dude, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got, this is actually a pretty crazy story I've never talked about. I got hired, fired, and quit a job within 24 hours.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I want to hear that.
But I don't want to. It is weird on a podcast, right? Like, people could see this. These people probably won't see this. But AK and I, we were, from one of her friends, we were offered this job to go work at 30A on the beach. And I'm not gonna like speak on the company or the names of people or anything identifying, but basically we were promised a lot of this stuff, and then we get there and none of it happened.
Oh,
like,
really?
Like we just weren't really doing much of anything. We weren't really getting paid. I felt like it was just frustrating. Like I was so angry. I felt like I'd been like tricked. And in hindsight, I wish I looked at it a little different, more as like, okay, I get to live at the beach. Like I'll just enjoy it. But I just felt so, I don't know, like such animosity towards the whole thing. Like I felt like I got and I'll tell you more.
Okay,
after the podcast.
We'll talk
Long
offline.
Story short, I then went to get a second job because I'm like, I'm not making any money from here. I thought I was going to make all this money this summer.
Yeah.
And then right after I got accepted for that job, I got a call from the company I went out there for, and she basically just fired me, said, pack up your stuff, go. Like day. So and AK was working there too. So I got all my stuff, drove back to Nashville. AK came too.
Wow.
And dude, and then I had to quit the other job that I just got hired for.
That's so tough, man.
But it was weird because like I was at the beach, right? Like in this beautiful place, and I just wasn't. I just remember feeling like so frustrated. I'm talking to ACAM, like I'm not happy right now. Like we're in like this amazing place. I'm like angry. And I got back to Nashville, and then I remember like my mom and dad were home. We had a nice dinner, and I was just so happy to be back. It was like it was a weird feeling.
Yeah. No, I'd be pretty upset if I was promised a bunch of stuff and then it didn't happen.
Yeah, dude, it was. There was like a lot more strange dynamics and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you? Jobs you don't like,
man,
or haven't liked?
There were two. One of them was a couple years ago. Actually, no, it was a year ago, and I just it didn't work out. So I quit. Just didn't like the boss. They had a very high turnover rate.
That's telling.
Yeah.
Usually, you got one of those more fear-based organizations when
I have a lot of like that's another one of those things that's an offline conversation because I won't name anybody, but that was rough. And then I worked at Cracker Barrel for 28 days.
28 days.
Yeah, man, in high school.
Dude, I'm so nostalgic about Cracker Barrel. I used to go there with my grandma.
I love Cracker Barrel.
What about the new logo?
we get into that. There's like a whole campaign against it, and then they changed it back.
Right? The stock like plummeted.
Yeah, man. Man, the power of the people. I love it.
The Titans season tickets guy who was by ours, he used to work at Cracker Barrel, and he's pissed off because he had a bunch of stock.
Yeah.
In it.
Oh, I'm sure, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was.
But anyways, how was working at Cracker Barrel?
It was good. It was all right. I mean, it was 28 days. No, I didn't hate working at Cracker Barrel. I'm not cut out for the food industry, and like, man,
that's a weird industry too.
Yeah, like every once in a while you get like a Karen or someone who's like, I remember this one story where she was like, "Hey, I want to send my food back," and I'm like, "All right, like what's wrong with the food?" And she's like, "Well, the mashed potatoes, the texture." I was like, "All right, what's wrong with the texture?"
What about the texture?
Yeah, and then she goes, "It just tastes like someone boiled it tastes like someone boiled potatoes and then smashed them up and then served them to me." And I was like, I said to her, "So ma'am, how do you think mashed potatoes are made?" And then she called my manager, and I got in trouble for that.
You got in trouble? Seriously though?
Yeah, dude.
What was
that?
She described the steps to making mashed potatoes.
Yeah, she basically told me how to prepare them. There was another story where actually this is kind of funny. So when I was working at Cracker Barrel, the servers made the salads, and you went to the back room, and there's the lettuce, and you throw all the stuff in. Well, there's a little compartment where people would throw like the nubs of the lettuce in, but I didn't realize that was a compartment where they threw out all the bad lettuce. And so I was just throwing all this lettuce in, and like it had all like the nubs on it and stuff. It was all edible. I didn't, no one got hurt.
Yeah.
But this lady like calls me over. She's like, "Yeah, there's something wrong with my salad. Like half of this lettuce is inedible. It's like all like the end pieces." And I was like, "Oh, I'll talk to the chef about that. That's unacceptable." So I got out of that one. But 28 days.
Absolutely unacceptable, ma'am.
I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna lay down the hammer hard." No, I was like 17, so that was my and then I quit because my parents wanted to go on a trip before I graduated, and they wouldn't let me take work off, and I was like, "Okay." I took off.
See ya.
And then the manager has the audacity to go, well, I hope you're not planning on putting this on your resume. I was like, I'm not going to.
You're like, sir, I can assure you.
Yeah, man.
My 28-day stint.
But yeah, so
I think there's a lot of value in working random jobs.
Oh, it's great. Everyone should.
I worked in a warehouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dude, it was pretty cool.
Like
they sold
FedEx
a ton of... No, it was one of my friends, Griffin, his now fiance. Congratulations, Becca and Griffin. Her dad owned a warehouse and they sold merch for artists. Like Jelly Roll would come by.
That's cool.
There's like Flip Turn. Lil Peep was a huge customer.
Yeah.
So it was just this... I mean, I was like packaging, doing warehouse stuff, but they had a lot going on for like a relatively small amount of people running the operation.
That's awesome. Wow.
But yeah, I did that for just randomly. Dude, I worked on a boat dock.
Really? Oh, I think I knew that, right? Was
in Knoxville.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, obviously DJ'd, I babysat a lot. I feel like I just did all this like kind of more random contract-ish
everyone
stuff.
has to. I mean, I did Cracker Barrel. I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods. I did landscaping on a golf course for a summer. And I feel like everyone's got to do it. Like when my kid's 16, I'm gonna tell him like, hey, go get a job. Like,
do something.
Do something. Like do something that like kind of sucks. Like not sucks, but something that you're just not gonna love doing and get good at it. Just create a habit.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, right? Balancing. Like you got to give your kids some adversity. You can't just give them everything, but you got to balance it with. I also don't want to be, mean and have my kid resent me.
Well, dude, I was thinking that. So what happens if like you're uber successful with your job and you end up making $100 million and then you have kids? Like you want to be able to give your kids everything that you've ever wanted to give your family, but then that's such a good point. How do you balance that? Like,
I don't know, but I think that's a pretty good problem to have.
Oh, it's definitely, it's a great problem to have. Yeah, but it would be weird for me to make sure that my kids also knew, the aspects of hard work and hey, you like got to earn this stuff if they're like.
And it's hard. They see dad flying his private jet around.
Yeah.
Dad, you don't even drive. You got a driver. What do you?
Yeah, no, and I
had to work for this though.
I had to work for this. Well, like Warren Buffett, for instance, isn't he donating like 99% of his?
Yeah, and he still drives like some old van and lives in the same house. And
I will say, if I was one of his kids and I found out that he was giving away all of his money, I'd be a little bit upset. I'd be like,
yeah, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, like yeah,
throw a dog a bone.
Yeah. Anyways, do you have any rapid fire questions? I saw one time on like a podcast they like did a couple of those to like wrap it up. Unless you don't, in which case
I mean I could probably
come up with a couple too.
We've been going about 50 minutes, but obviously I want to hang outside of this because you're leaving soon. So yeah, I can throw some rapid fire ones.
Sure.
What are you most excited for about Iowa?
Oh man, I think the state fair.
The state fair.
Yeah, man. So everyone, it's like a big presidential campaign state. So all these presidential candidates will always come in there during the summer and campaign, and the Iowa State Fair is like this big thing, and they have all these different foods that people try. So I'm pumped about that. You're welcome to come up there.
Come to the state fair.
Yeah.
All right, what are you least excited for about Iowa?
The weather the next couple months.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What are you going to miss the most about Nashville?
Oh man, definitely just the community, like all of our friends, just get like even this, like there's such a sense of like home, my family lives here, y'all live here. I've got a bunch of friends from high school, college, work who live here. Don't know anyone in Iowa besides for my coworkers, which is great. They're great people, but it just hit me today that like when I got
dude, it's gonna be surreal when you actually are driving. Have to play some of those sad country songs.
Man,
I have to play your own.
Yeah, right. Yeah, play the Katie song.
Play the Katie song.
Man,
what's the title of that one?
It's called Could Have Been. Dude, if so, she's been dating this new guy for like 2.5 years. No.
For the record, I don't know these people.
Yeah, no, he seems great. He seems like whatever. I mean, he
seems like whatever.
I mean, I'm as happy as I can be for them. You like know what I mean? But he seems great. But I feel like if I sent her that song, it would be probably problematic just for everyone involved because it would just be a very weird thing to do. You like know what I mean?
So I think the better thing to do is just put it out in public.
Just like put it out.
Keep it vague. I mean, now they'll know if they watch this, but no one watches this, so you're good.
Yeah. It'll be good unless one of us gets really famous, as you said, and then it just.
Well, with our $100 million, we'll be fine.
Yeah, right.
Sit on a throne of our.
Yeah, but no, man, I've been thinking about that. Like waking up, I'm not excited to, and like this is like anywhere. Like it's nothing against Iowa, but I'm not excited to wake up in bed for the first time, like in a city, in a state where I'm on my own and be like, wait, like where am I? Like that part freaks me out. So.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be an experience.
Yeah, but I'll be back for Christmas. So,
yeah, not too long.
Yeah,
how's the love life?
Moving to Iowa, so I mean, I'm not like I talked to this one girl for a little bit, and I just feel like it's not fair if I start dating a girl and then move to Iowa and then live there for 11 months, and I didn't have time for any of that during the past 6 months. Just I would rather spend the next few years just working and then do the relationship thing. Like y'all are in a good spot because y'all are engaged, gonna get married, but like I'm not ready to like go ahead and start like meeting a few different girls and find out when their birthday is, meet their parents and all that. I just don't have the mental capacity.
Sounds exhausting.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fun sometimes. Yeah. It's always weird though. The ones that my parents really like are the ones I'm like, and the ones that my parents don't like are the ones I'm like, yeah, I think I love her. So I don't know. And like, yeah, I mean, I want to date a girl.
You're gonna find both one day. You're gonna be like, that's the one.
Yeah,
I like her, and my parents like her.
Yeah, huge, right? Well, and I feel like it's like a known thing. Like, your girlfriend's never gonna be perfect for you in your mom's eyes, because but so we'll figure it out. But yeah, man, the love life's been I'd say stagnant for the time being. Yeah.
All right, outside of work, what are you most excited for right now?
Oh man, just hopefully getting swole. Just focusing on a good routine. I want to get a good sleep cycle, good workout cycle. Would love to do another Spartan race. Fly to DC occasionally and visit my friends up there, since a lot of them are now working up there. Yeah, man, just I don't know, just spending the next 11 months just honing in on everything and trying to become the the adult.
Get your winter arc going.
Dude, I have a playlist called Winter Arc, so excited about that. It's
Tom's gonna come on the podcast and
I'm gonna be walking into here on my arms. Yeah. But yeah, man. But no, I really appreciate it.
Any closing thoughts? Any advice to all these people? I mean, you've already given some great advice.
No, thanks.
What would be? Let's see. Is there any nice like quote you can think of, or song lyric, or something we can ponder on as a close, or anything you've been thinking about?
Let me find one here. A nice song lyric.
Is it on the Winter Arc playlist?
No, there might not be. All right, a nice song lyric.
Die.
Yeah.
Die. Die.
I was gonna.
Did you get that reference? Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
No.
Have you ever seen that movie?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I think so.
Dude, it's so funny. He's a puppeteer, but he does the piano, and like right after his breakup, he's playing the piano, and he's like coming up with a song. He's just like, die.
No, I actually don't think I have any right now.
Wait, what were you about to pull up?
Oh yeah. It's my lock screen. Be better than the Gap. Have you seen Crazy Stupid Love?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know when Steve Carell's like, why don't we just shop at the Gap, and Ryan Gosling slaps him.
The Gap.
Be better than the Gap. So everyone out there, be better than the Gap.
Be better than the Gap.
Yeah, always.
Episode 18. I don't even. Yeah, no. This is 51 total. 18 of 30.
Okay,
30 podcasts in 30 days. Subscribe. Wow. Be better than the Gap. Tom, thank you as always for coming on.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it. Gonna miss you in Iowa.
Sure.
Au revoir.
Good.